Hi everyone, this is Allison Draka, parent and kid coach with The Growth Factor. It's hard for me to believe that we're at the point in the summer where we're doing back to school shopping and gathering school supplies. I'm doing that right now for my soon to be fifth grader for another school year. The reason why I decided to do this blog today is because I know that with the back to school season comes with it some stress and worry about the new school year. And most of our kids, all of our kids are going to go through a range of this stress and worry, including mine. I know that they're also going to be really excited about seeing some of the friends that they haven't seen for the last 2 to 3 months. For me personally, I can remember having a difficult time sleeping that night before the very first day of school, and I attended a school that was really small, and I saw my friends all summer long, but I still had a little bit of the jitters before that very first day. So if you see that your child is a little bit more worried than normal, maybe asking hypothetical questions about the new school year, perhaps pouting more or crying a bit more frequently at this time of the year, recognize that this could be worry associated with the new school year, perhaps a little anxiety. And so what I've done is I put a couple of tips together for you, about 9 of them, that I want to share with you that I hope will help you and your child get over that back to school hump. So let's get started. So tip number 1, do you remember getting nervous about the first day of school? If you do, if you have a story like that, be sure to share that with your child, because it's important for them to hear that you overcame the situation and maybe you had some methods about relaxing yourself before that first day of school. It's just important for them to hear that you actually went through that experience as well. I think this is tip number 2. Remind them that all kids are going through the same thing that they are. There's some level of worry or a little bit of nervousness about the first day of school. And I can tell you personally, as a teacher, that teachers will have the jitters too about that first day of school. So it's a very normal experience. We just have to make sure that our thoughts stay within reason and don't get carried away and bring on additional worry and anxiety that really isn't warranted. Tip number 3. So for you as a parent, one of the great ideas or ways to get into the school to see your child and it gives them something to look forward to is to volunteer. Schools today are working on very tight budgets, and they're very open to having you come in at some level. Just kind of be open-minded about, no task is too small. So for me personally, I'm in the cafeteria once a month, but it gives my 5th grader, and it's amazing, he still wants me to come in and enjoys it. He looks forward to it. It gives him something to look forward to. So check out the volunteer schedule. They're always in need of volunteers. For the elementary school students, this is tip 4. Did your teacher of your child send home a welcome letter? Make sure you go over that with them and highlight all the great things that the teacher has planned for the new school year. They're usually highlighted in that letter. Tip number 5, help your child understand that the worry that they're feeling is really related to the thoughts that they're allowing in their mind, and try and help them to switch those thoughts around. Instead of worrying, think about or recall some things from last school year that they really, really enjoyed, and have them look forward to those things again. Tip 6, have your child be part of the planning for the new school year. So if you pack a lunch, ask them what kind of things that they really enjoyed that you packed for them last year that they want to see in their lunchbox again this year. Or perhaps there is a list of school supplies that you need to purchase for your child. I know we had a very long list of supplies, so my son and I got in the car, we ran to the store, and I basically gave him the list, making him the owner of that list. And of course I helped him, but because of that ownership, he's setting himself for first day success. Tip number 7, allow your child to take a picture or a memento and keep it in their backpack or their desk of something that's really special from home. Just taking a look at that may ease some of their worry once they're in the classroom. Tip 8, If you have an opportunity to get your child in the school building before the first day of school, now there won't be any teachers perhaps or other students, but just walking through the halls of the classroom, if your school is open to that, might ease some of that anxiety from, do they remember it being the way they think they remember it? And it just might help ease some of the worry that they have. And then finally, tip number 9, just allow yourself to be that open space for their concerns and feelings, and help them identify what they're feeling exactly. So if you hear that they're feeling a little anxious, just acknowledge that you hear the anxiousness in their words. And again, will help you to support them in turning their thoughts around so that they have better feelings coming through them, and not these feelings of worry or anxiety that's related to heading back to school. And finally, as for you, the parent, and this is great for kids too, just take in some deep breaths, and maybe 10 of them, and just try and relax, because I know that as a loving parent, when you see your child worried, that you take on that worry. And make sure that you're spending time to relax, and get outside and have your coffee in the morning, something that's just going to help ease your feelings as a result of what your child is going through. So hopefully one of these tips you found helpful, and be sure down below, if you have any comments on the ways that you have supported your child through the first day school jitters, be sure to share them with the rest of us. We want to be helping parents. So best of luck to you. Until next time, this is Allison Draka with The Growth Factor.